At the marina along Nia Bay, the Makah Tribe's marine mammal biologist Jonathan Scordino hatches a plan.
And then as we go around here, we're going to get into a bunch of sea otters.
Scordino's mission since 2007 to research and document the animals in the Pacific Ocean surrounding the Makah tribal lands on the northwestern tip of the Olympic Peninsula.
We do counts and then look at how much they're eating and look at what they're eating.
Also on the boat are Makah Tribal Chairman TJ Green and Chief of Staff Christopher Martinez on the lookout for the gray whale. Gray whales are once again dying in unusually high numbers. It comes just a few years after a mass mortality event killed hundreds of whales from Mexico to Alaska from 2019 to 2023. With 30 of them found dead on our shores this year, it's the second deadliest year for the grays since 2019. Mass mortality events happened in 2000 and in the 80s too.
What's weird about this third event is that it just keeps going, right? The other events were 2-3 year events, and not only is it going, but it was bad this year.
The lack of prey is primarily the reason behind the deaths.
They generally, when they're feeding, they're in like 15 to 45 feet of water. That's where like the mysid shrimp are most abundant, and we're 96 feet right now.
Causing the whales to behave in ways they normally wouldn't, like venturing into high potential ship strike areas like San Francisco Bay.
They're hungry and they're, a little more listless and a little more, take more risky behaviors in what they're doing.
As scientists try to understand what's happening to the whales, few communities have more at stake than the Makah. The tribe has relied on gray whales for sustenance since time immemorial, with whaling, a traditional whale hunt protected under tribal treaty rights, deeply woven into Makah culture and identity.
With the ability to hunt the whales is the ability to prepare to hunt, and so that's where our cultural, spiritual connections, that's where those come in.
That relationship gives the Makah another reason to want gray whales to thrive. Green says with the Makah now closer than they've been in decades to exercising their treaty-reserved whaling rights, they're watching the deaths closely.
The light colored on the tip is the current Makah reservation.
A map at the Makah Cultural and Research Center Museum shows what the tribe gave up 171 years ago.
We ceded over 300,000 acres of land to the United States in exchange for these reserved God-given rights that we wanted to preserve.
The 1855 Treaty of Nia Bay was supposed to protect the Makah's rights to hunt, fish, whale, and seal. Yet the last time the Makah successfully harvested a gray whale in 1999, they were met with so much pushback, leading to clashes with animal rights activists.
The fourth shot was the final one, and the whale was instantaneous dead.
King 5 carried the hunt live with wall-to-wall coverage as activists lashed out at tribal members and used several tactics to try to stop the hunt in real time.
The whole world's disgusted in what you've done.
In '99, that was really challenging for our community. There was a lot of horrible interactions between our community and people that were against our whaling efforts at that time.
Then they had to kill whales for food. Now they're killing them for fun.
Saying a lot of bad things about us as people and making threats to our community that were just unacceptable.
Since then, the International Whaling Commission gave the tribe the green light to continue their treaty rights.
The environmental assessment has concluded that whaling as provided for in the tribe's management plan will have no significant impact on the gray whale population.
3 shots to get one.
But for Green, the wait has already spanned a generation.
So you've never gone?
No, I've never gone.
Would you go?
I don't know now. I have children and grandchildren and nephews, and it's their time more than my time.
All the tribe needs now is a single signature from the Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick to resume the hunt that would allow a maximum of 2 whales every other year. But the wait continues.
Honestly, we're really frustrated right now. We're very frustrated because we started this process over 20 years ago.
Back on the research boat, with the engine killed, silence fills the air before the whale announces itself with a blow.
Generally, gray whales don't show their tail that often.
Despite that, a gift. The Makah have spent decades fighting to resume a tradition older than the United States itself. They know better than anyone their whaling tradition can only continue if the whales do too.
There's a lot of other things that can be done to help the habitat and to help make sure that this whale population stays healthy. You know, the macaw is not going to hunt the last whale.
On the Makah tribal lands, with photojournalist Jay Harvey, sharing you King 5 News.